Are we live? Hey, we should be live. Hi. Is it following me? It's following me. No, stop following me. Cool. Is it not following me? Okay, cool. Oh, I have this gimbal on the camera. Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. We are live. I think. Are we good? Are we live? I assume we're live. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Um, hi Skylar. Hello, Electro. Hello, Amy. I didn't put every single piece in the video because like there's a lot that I actually didn't add just because a if I did, there would have had to be more points made that I just didn't want to do. This is all the stuff that I thought about adding, right? Um, that I didn't add. There's some old images in there that are actually added in here, but some of the stuff I just didn't feel like needed to be brought up because the video was already like 7 minutes and 40 some seconds, and I just didn't need to, add some of this information because it doesn't really add new information that I didn't really say to the story. Um, gotcha. Nice, nice. And so, and some of this, I didn't really need to put in. I think this one was I wish I added, but it's fine. This is where he apologizes to Enigma, which was nice. Um, I'm not gonna get into whole content with Skittles. I that's I have a lot of files on it. I do. I'm just not gonna talk about it. Probably ever, because compared to what Skylar did, the whole Skittles controversy is, yeah, we're gonna move on from that. It's much worse. It's much worse than what Skylar did. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. It will never bring it up. If you end up finding out who Skittles is, great. Don't talk to me about it. Okay, we're dropping it. Um, but yeah, I want to watch this video thoroughly. Why is this following? Stop following me. Stop. Just stop following me. Stop. Yep. There we go. There we go. That's not following me. So I want to watch this video because I didn't read all the comments. Like all, I read a lot of this stuff when I put it in here, but try to think positively, not get stressed. No, I'm thinking positive. It's just I have when it comes to this person that you guys, that Scholar and Enigma mentioned Skittles. I'm not gonna bring that up because it's a whole separate. That's a whole separate content in itself. Skittles is he yeah. Anyway, moving on. Where are we? Where are we? Right here is where I first mentioned this. And this person who I mentioned was I actually mentioned him in this beginning because he was very relevant and I didn't know that'd be making this video before I had this information. And the reason I put this guy in is because he's the first one that made a video about Skylar and talked about this. And it's important to mention someone else that made the video 2 years before I met Skylar, 2 years before I even had this channel, to know that to tell you guys that I'm not making this up. I didn't create this from scratch. And this just happened randomly. And I didn't know about this video until last week that someone mentioned to me. I forget who mentioned to me this video. Completely forget how I found this out, um, but yeah. But that's the first time that was, to my knowledge, that a video about Skylar was made. And later on, I would meet Skylar 7 months later, in whenever I said in here. So, and then the first point that I brought up was, wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's a lot of screenshots in here. Look at my beautiful face. That's not a face. His channel. Um, and all of this stuff that he put in this video, I added more to it because he didn't necessarily, when he made this video, he had all the screenshots and didn't think, just like me, would be using these. But, and as you guys know, Skylar ended up deleting this stuff, which, to be honest, if I'm up front, just if you have something bad on your channel about other content creators and it's gonna be affecting your channel personally, just don't post it, because what ends up happening is you're gonna be causing damage to your own channel in the long run. You guys will never see me post something, you know, that could affect my channel personally. Like, this video that I'm posting is not necessarily going to damage my reputation as a whole at all, as what content I create, how I create it, or even what the main content is about. This content is not about drama. The only reason I posted this was to give a one-time warning, and probably realistically I'll never bring this content up again. This was a one-time video, one-time live stream that I'm doing, and I'm gonna move on and continue doing my own content. I don't want to be known for drama. I don't want to be known for doing this type of stuff, but because of how much information I got on Skylar and what he did to me was the only reason that I made this video. Had he never made those threats, had he never affected my other content creators I've known for quite a while, none of this would have been happening. It was kind of a trickle-down effect, and I just wanted to point this out. This was a one-time thing that I probably will never bring up again. Moving on. And I also want to encourage you guys not to attack Skylar for what he did. He admits what he did was wrong, and his goal, as he mentioned, and when we chatted earlier today, I have a recording of it. I'm not going to post it, but basically he said in the recording and the video, the Discord call, he was going to change to 2026. I encouraged him to focus on fan content only and avoid talking to currently any other streamer or get involved in any other content creator right now, so he can evolve and learn from mistakes and kind of let this drama die out. Because I've had drama that affected my channel. As a matter of fact, I used to I don't have this channel anymore, but I used to make other content, and this one thing got out of hand, and I ended up deleting my channel and making this other channel, which is my cooking channel, last year, and I eventually stopped doing that and made the Likey channel. So, hey Sonnet, how you doing? How you doing, Sonnet? So, I can relate to what Skylar went through in terms of having drama, but the one thing that I can't relate was starting the cause of that drama. Um, so I can't relate from that perspective where I'm starting the drama in the first place. The only thing I can relate is being part of the drama because someone's found out this malicious information that ended up not being true, making a video about me and a whole bunch of false accusations, and made me end up deleting my first channel. How many calories? What are we talking about calories? I'm so confused. And so yeah, that's 6. This is the first time he had. And then this was a report, and this was important because this is the first time that he not only reported me, but also reported Sonnet at the same time. And later, and that's why I mentioned this was massive at that time, because he reported 2 content creators pretty much at once. And that was why Sonnet basically blocked him from his live stream. That's why I basically blocked him from my live streams, and I kicked him out from my Discord server, and Sonic did the same thing at pretty much the same time. And because I didn't know he had this history. I mean, there was one previous report that I had from a friend that sent to me, but I didn't realize this would be coming after me later. Hey, Lane Ryder, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So that's kind of where this all happened. Had ever reported my channel, and in that, and the I don't know if you guys can see the report part, but the part where he said rude and offensive, I was never rude or offensive in any of the live streams or any of the comments or anything I was saying about Skylar once. When you guys know me, I very much hate attacking people for no reason or being rude. I've never said once, to Skylar that I hope something bad happens or, any wishful thinking that something terrible would happen to him. I've never said that once, and I would never say that to anyone unless they, did some illegal stuff or, we're talking about, affected, stuff that I can't say on YouTube, alright? Like that stuff. That's the only time that I wish something bad. Some stuff that I can't say on YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say. And Skylar's never done that. He's never gotten to that felony level where he ended up ended up in jail and served that time for doing that type of stuff. If he did that, then that'd be whole different content. But no. My channel. And in that same day, he makes an apology video for reporting me. And basically, which I do appreciate him doing, but he kept doing it. That's the issue. And the only reason the only reason I kept chatting with Skylar was because he kept doing these nice stuff. But he kept doing the same action when he kept reporting content creators that I knew. He kept reporting the same different videos about them. He kept reporting my videos, and I was like, I chatted with him, and a lot of the messages that I ended up saying told him basically to, and reiterated multiple times in the DM, was for him to stop doing that, focus on his content, and focus on just doing his content. Because if you guys look at Skylar's channel, he is one of, if not one of the biggest content creators for doing fan videos. And this is not me saying this lightly, right? One of the reasons that he gets between 1,000 to 8K views daily was because he made this one video. This one video set him up for quite literally the rest of his life. And when I say that it's a rare thing for a small content creator going from, zero to basically set for life, that's rare. So when I said multiple times in his Discord server to stop doing what he's doing, it's because of this. So if we look at his actual, Skylar, let's see if I can find it. I'm not saying this as lightly. I'm saying this as a content creator myself, who, knows this information as to, stop attacking people and focus on his channel, and you could potentially be one of the biggest content creators that talk about fans. This is why I'm saying what I say. 200, 100 plus subs monthly. Every single month. He hasn't gone under 100 subs since February 2024. Ever since he's posted that video, he's been kind of set for life. His view rate is incredible. His average view rate is crazy. So I'm serious, Skylar. Focus on doing fan content. Stop going on other people's content, channels, reporting them. Because if you eventually get big and they eventually find out about this, it's going to affect you much worse as a larger content creator than what you are now, Skylar. So just end the drama. and move on and focus on your content. Because the last thing you need is all this to end up in trash because some big content creator talks about you, like August the Duck, if you ever hit that level. So yeah. Basically what happened, he basically permanently lost Sona as being a friend to him because he knew Sona at the time. Sona basically banned him from his Discord server. I banned him from my Discord server because of that one report. So it kind of went downhill within the 2 weeks of me knowing Skylar. And keep in mind, this is just the first report. These are the other reports if you guys want. Not right now, Skylar. This is not the video for that. I'm going over the individual parts of the reports and what they say because I haven't read all of these actually yet. So this was a report from Enigma that he did. And a lot of these reports don't. When people report these, they have to be legitimate reports. You can't just be saying, "Really, trying to get on my nerves while I'm watching the stream." Complete embarrassment. And that's not a legitimate report. When YouTube AI reads it, they'll just ignore it completely because you can't just report for this reason. When you do a report, they have to be a reason within the timestamp that you're showing. If you don't show a timestamp that's related to the report that you're saying, YouTube is just going to ignore it. That's how reports work. Oh, here's all. This one is another one. And this was this on my channel? I'm not sure why he reported this part. Because something Sonnet said. When it was uncomfortable, I can't go on Discord until Thursday. See, again, not a legitimate report, including the timestamp that don't know what it was, but again, illegitimate report. Again, can be ignored. All the other reports that he did. I don't remember what this was from, but this was another report. So, he reported Samson the cat. So again, you can't make these statements on the reports and expect them to YouTube take action. So, hey Serial, how you doing? This was a Roblox report, and he actually added Lava Mike, which, again, I don't know what this was a report about. Well, apparently a huge jerk, ha ha ha. Roblox, I don't know how Roblox reports work compared to YouTube, but in terms of, like, whatever's going on here, it has to be legitimate for any action to be taken, at least from the YouTube perspective. I know Roblox is a little bit more lean on that, and yeah. Well, I already released the video. This is just me going more detailed on like the individual parts of the reports and what the comments say, because this is the video I released it, and I actually need to. So yeah, a lot of I know I said I was gonna mention you in the description, Serial, but a lot of the content that you proposed to me in the I had already from other content creators. And I only used one part of you in the video, so it's very little. But yeah, you're not too late. You're not too late. But I do appreciate you coming on and helping me out with this information. So I do appreciate it. I'm just going more in detail of these individual parts. And this report was for being born. No, I didn't read this. I haven't read this. But basically he said in the report part. Being bored as hell, and again something about moderators. You can't write reports like this, and expect you to take action. And so yeah. And keep in mind, what would end up happening is if you keep doing these false reports, YouTube will eventually take action, but against your channel and potentially give you a community strike line guide, which is very damaging and could potentially hurt your overall video growth or your growth in channel. So stop reporting before YouTube starts taking these actions. Oh, my camera just started moving in. Um, and this was okay because I think you were saying something in green stream. I don't think I was part of that green stream, but that was I don't remember what this was about. What you said in green stream that would warrant the ban. So let's talk about a serious topic. I don't think I was part of that one, so I missed that part. So this was Ayla got involved, and as another person that's on my YouTube channel and in my Discord server. Why they hurt their feelings. This was regarding to the threat of when Skylar was pissed off at me, and actually I don't remember why he made it in the first place. But basically he threatened to like, well, I'll let you guys read. And so threats. This was a nice response. This was a nice response from Skylar, so I have to give him credit where credit is due. So, oh, nice. Is the water yummy? Is the water yummy, Electro? So at least he did say a nice reply in regarding from what Ayla said. So, and this, you know what? This was the correct response regarding to what happened regarding to me. So, um, and then apologize first, at least like it, and Amy cared about me. Again, I don't know how I made you uncomfortable in any of my videos. I never quite got that when just because I blocked you and banned you from a Discord server and blocked you from my YouTube channel does not mean that I made you uncomfortable. And if I said anything that made you uncomfortable by accident, I apologize, Skylar. But that still wouldn't warrant what you said about my dog and my family at any point. So, and so that's not a reason to wanting to end your life, but okay. Tyler has made threats before. And this was this was it. This was it. So this post is awesome. All this has been deleted. And this was actually the only time I got YouTube involved, but they didn't do anything. And this is old content, so. But yeah, this was the only time I got YouTube actually involved because of this part. So if he never said this, I don't think I'd be making content. So here's the last bot we had. Oh no! You still feel sick? Oh, that's terrible. I hope you're getting better slowly though. Your mom seems like a nice person. So, and so I'll act like an adult if you say you're sorry, because right now I don't know if I want to trust you. All because of the ban. That's not a reason to not trust Sonnet or other people. You can't just say that and be like, all because of the ban, basically. That's the only reason you said that part. And yeah, I did block him first, and then when Skylar went on Sonnet streams, he eventually blocked Skylar. And then this was such like out of the blue. I was not expecting like this was like one comment out of the blue. He randomly said that. So I don't know exactly why he said it in the first place, but it was just, it pissed me off because this happened literally a month after my dog died. My dog died a month before he said this, and this hit me personally. And I don't know, this was just kind of a hard thing for me. So that's, yeah, that one hit me hard. It's the first time he ever made a threat to me and my family and my dog. And Right. Well, I don't remember what that. I don't think that got that part. So, and then this was more about the dog, and this was the only time I cussed at him. I believe this was the only time, and it's not in a negative way. It was just basically tell him he keeps on doing this, his channel will get deleted. Not by me, but by YouTube. Because this threat was serious. So it wasn't to attack him anyway. It was just to tell him the reality of what would happen. Um, and then you shouldn't change how you act in person versus online. I don't know why he deleted his chat, Ashley. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why he deleted his chat. Ah, it's fine. You're fine. This is kind of the reason, it's a big reason why I'm making this video in the first place, because he went too far on that threat, and multiple content creators commented on this and responded to the threat and were on my side, as you guys can see here. Next part is deleting evidence. So this was the apology video that is actually still up on Discord between me and Skylar as a file he sent me. So I do have it. Let me see if I can pull it up actually. Let's see if I can pull it up. File. Video? Video? Oh, here it is. I'll open this. This is the video, by the way. And this part I mentioned to him because you can't blame your actions for having autism. Yes, I have Asperger's, autism. So I get what he's going through, but my actions are not a reflection of, you know, just this itself. That's not a reason for you to, you know, report, make threats, or all this. There's something else going on in your life that is causing your behavior, and that has nothing to do with this. So I mentioned that actually in our chat that we had today. So, oops, let me continue the video. Sorry. But yeah, it was nice that he made a video. And to be fair, I think him doing the video, like all the videos, was the right action because, as I said, I want him to support. I want him to focus on just making fan contents, not deal with all this drama. Not deal with, you know, the lashbacks by having people look back at his old videos or old posts. I think it's the right choice in the end to delete all that and pretty much have a fresh start. Which it's nothing wrong with that. But he never in the first place should have done these, and yeah, I don't know this would have happened. He's done this with videos, and he's even the Roblox therapy session. I forget what that was about. In evidence, so he's done this with video. I completely forget about what this is about, but something regarding to like with Enigma videos, and he's even done. Again, I support his decision in the end to delete videos because while he shouldn't have made them videos in the first place, focus on just making fan content and nothing else, Skylar. Avoid drama, please. With deleting a person that he. This was. I want to say. And he's even done it with deleting. This was regarding to why he basically is acting this way, summarizing that in his video. And oh yeah, this is where I mentioned you, Sierra, because I didn't have this screenshot, so there you go. I used your site to get the screenshot from because I didn't have it saved, so thank you, by the way. And yeah, this is basically him explaining why he did some of this stuff and him seeking help, and again, irrelevant to his actual content he makes. And so yeah, a person that he doxed. He is no. This was him doxing Enigma. So yeah. That holds legal consequences. So to dox people, but don't dox people. That holds by the way consequences. Just point that out as proof. That's the reason. Again, this explains why he did the doxing basically. And I'm not gonna get involved with the Skittles. The whole Skittles thing is a whole topic that I'm not gonna talk about. I know I got it's like over 200 screenshots regarding just Skittles by itself. That case is like, I'm just not gonna do the video. Yeah, he and I had a chat. It was a good chat. So and he doxed Enigma. And this part where he says he bullies minors, I point that out again. Proof. That's the unless I see evidence of that or someone mentions to me about that, I'm not gonna believe that part. So just because Skylar fan says that does not make it necessarily true. So and the part where he bullies Skylar, no. My guess is when he made this, Skylar said something to piss Enigma off, and then yeah. The reason he doxed Enigma, and I later found out he threatened to dox. And this was due to the video that Just Board Game posted. That's why he banned him. And that video was shown in the very beginning of the stream because this is actually the reason behind it. This dude. So, not the only person he was doxing or threatening. Sorry, Skylar, even though you deleted it. Yeah, this entire episode of this took almost 3 days to make from start to finish. I spent a good 6+ hours just finding the evidence, uploading the images in the orders I wanted to upload. So that's why you guys see my phone move at me adding coffee drinks and even wear a different shirt today because this was a long process. This was not just a 30-minute sit down, and there's a lot that I had to uncover. Still out there. But yeah, he has a tendency to delete information and videos and post. If you guys look at his most recent post, you guys will still see, unless he deleted it. So my solution serial design is just if you can't get along with someone, block them and move on. I did that with Kyle for a long time, so and I don't mind doing it again if he keeps on doing this stuff, Ashley. Uh, Day one reporting. This was the most recent one. I think it's still up. Skylar, just take it down, remove it. My recommendation: remove what you said about Enigma, whole Thanksgiving thing, and then remove this post. Um, Move any post that could be bad. Okay, just remove it. Start fresh. Start a fresh 2026. All right, all right. Um, and again, he actually modified this. It used to be just saying likey, and then he added Sonnet, and again, Sonnet completely blocked him, and yeah. That one most recent post is up there about me, but all the other posts I'm showing you guys are not there. Every That's not a healthy thing to do, in my opinion, Serial. I don't think it's healthy to continue to be for a long time. Every single one of them got deleted. So he has a habit of deleting information that makes him look bad. He shouldn't have put that information up in the first place or attack people in the first place. I don't know what else to say. So, on the side note, I won't say who sent me all this information. I'm not going to share my sources at all. I found this information. It's like this was the most random thing that was sent to me. Like out of anything that I've seen a scholar do or any information that was sent by the people that helped me out with this was just so random. I don't know where he got this. I don't know what stream this was from. Um, I don't know when this was made. Again, I don't know who's, who the original source was. I don't need to know, but this was just like so like random. I also don't know if it's true, so like yeah, I don't know who any of these are. So take this with a very, very grain of salt, because I don't know if this is true or not. Just because someone says something online does not necessarily make it true unless you have actual evidence. So this was my like grain of salt information. All I was given was this information, and like for all we know, this could be just another form of harassing and bullying Scott at this point. Like I don't know if you know weird. I don't know how they found out. I also don't know if it's true or not, but we'll see. Here are the this is the most recent post he did after, and then he posted me on it later. Moments that again, I have other chats that confirm otherwise. That I'm not showing because they don't need to be shown. That I got sent, so I have other evidence. Skylar attacked me to prove that person wrong. So here are the moments to prove the center of fans wrong. So I'm not gonna share. So here's the thing. As okay, let me just get this out open air. Dating is not illegal. Doesn't matter what age you're dating. The illegal thing comes with what you do, what you say, and what the actions are regarding to the dating experience. There's nothing illegal with dating at all at any age of all. Is it weird? Yes, 100%. Is it illegal from the law perspective? No, nothing in the law book says you can date. like whatever age. There's nothing saying that you can't date. The law says you cannot do inappropriate stuff, send inappropriate messages, talk inappropriately. All right? But dating itself is not illegal. Look it up. The only thing about illegal part would be if there was an inappropriate conversation. That would go in the illegal part. All right, and then the conversation. Moving on. And I haven't found anything, nor have I gotten any information from multiple sources who I trust regarding to that part of Skylar's information. Nothing. Just because you post something about him dating a whatever on Roblox does not mean he did anything illegal. Again, I want to reiterate this. Dating is not illegal. The actions behind what you do, what you say, what images are shared, or what posts you share with that person, that's the legality. All right. That Skylar attacked me and other content creators. This was this a while ago again. So him adding a whole bunch of people and attacking a group of us. This was not appropriate what Sonnet said, but I get why he said it. So I'm not gonna talk about on this live stream because I don't want to get into like that context on my channel ever. I will not be talking about anything relating to that subject ever on my channel. I don't feel comfortable about it. I don't want to get lashback from the community that sent some wrong information about it or whatever. We're gonna move on, and I'll never talk about that conversation. I just don't feel comfortable. That's all. I 100% agree that that subject is very wrong to do, but as far as my channel goes, I'm not getting involved. That's a dangerous subject to tread on, and yeah, I just don't want to get involved with that. So any other further conversation that we talk about, I'm not gonna bring up my live stream or my channel or whatever. Just for the safety and of others, and so I personally don't get attacked. Okay, I don't want my channel to get attacked. All right, there we go. Moving on. Oh, and also I wanted to point out he even threatened to dock. Oh, what is this? I forgot. What was this? And also I wanted to point out. Oh, yeah. He even threatened to dox me. Here's the proof. Hey Raymond, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So I don't remember what video this was from. I don't have the information. But like, you know, he literally was threatening to dox me because this was my live stream. This is when he made alt accounts at that time, right? And Death of Fallen Angel have only seen in my live stream, and all these people have only been in my live stream. I've seen these other people in other people's stream, but not all at once in different one other stream. So yeah. And I know this is my stream because I can see the hidden messages. That's how I know for a fact this is my stream. These grayed out areas, this is my stream specifically. So this is the part where he goes on another content creator stream, lies about. So this was right here where he says, see the recent, well, if you can see my user and the recent post just having miserable life. The recent videos and dipping, I don't know who this is. Recent videos is something addressing the past 3 years of furries, and other people are targeting me. Again, I have a feeling that Skylar started a lot of this with others unwarranted drama that he started, and it got out of hand, and now he's playing the blame game. And then like this, he's a mod who made me unsafe. Well, this whole context has a lot more deeper dive into it. Why he blocked Sonnet and misspreads rumor as to why it happened. And other people got involved, like Electro, whose response to the and this was the reason. Like this was a lot of reason. Um, had a good reason to leave your chats. If you think that this whole problem is someone's fault, you're wrong. If you didn't reference adult website, which you know what, if that content creator does not allow you to refer adult, you shouldn't refer adult websites in the first place in any channel at all. No mentioning of any adult websites, because that is a big way of like legit getting a YouTube channel banned, like just gone. YouTube does not allow or condone of adult websites at all. Just don't mention any of them. It will get your channel banned. Don't allow content creators to mention them. Don't allow links in them. It's just, that's a very quick way to just not exist. So I see why Sonic banned you, because the fear of that, and just again YouTube, because of what Sonic content does. Sonic content covers between gaming and his other recreational activities. A lot of the tailored stuff is regarding to people not 18 plus. And so you guys keep in mind when you're commenting people's videos, you gotta keep in mind that it's just not 18 plus content a lot of times when they're watching the live streams or videos. So try to keep it friendly for those that are underage. Hey, how you doing, Canadon? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he is. But I'm hoping I'm hoping that his 2026 resolution, and he's gonna work on it. He told me when we voice called today that one of his 2026 resolutions is to like put all this behind and start new and focus on his channel. So, I'm hoping that's true. He hasn't done anything recently. He hasn't done any reports. He hasn't caused any drama in the past like week, which is good. So that's something. Not that I know of. So yeah, that's progress at least. So you gotta focus on the positives when there is, and mention those positive when available, and mention the growth in people when you can. So I think that's important, instead of just focusing on negatives and saying that they can't evolve or grow. I think that's a terrible idea, and you're gonna end up giving them less and false hope if you just focus on the negatives. And so this video is not to just point out Scott's mistakes, but I mentioned in the very end the points that he needs to grow and learn from. And so I think that's important when you're making these type of videos, unless they, as I mentioned before, unless they've done something very much illegal, then like, or irredeemable stuff, that's a whole different story. But the stuff that Skylar has done specifically is not irredeemable. It's not to the point where he's causing someone to just not exist in this world. None of the stuff that he's done has done that to anyone. All right, this is not irreparable damage that he's doing. It's wrong, but not damage that that people can't deal with. Like, people can just block him and not talk to him. That's a solution. People can easily avoid, move on from this. It's different if, let's say, a random person was like accused of like doing something very illegal. That's a whole different topic. He hasn't done any of that, so just wanted to point that out. All right. But yeah, this is why Sonnet blocked you. This was from this part, and Sonnet response was a little bit longer, but more important. So this was a full response regarding to this part. How audacious of you to mention yourself spam reporting a creator, multiple creators, which is against community guidelines in the report. I guess that's the only way. That's one way to out yourself as someone attempting to abuse a report feature, which This is a attempt to abuse the report feature, and again, I mentioned multiple times, if you keep doing this, Scholar, your channel will end up getting community strike, and if you have enough strikes, your channel will just end up non-existing. So he's got to be careful with doing these. Report only if there's a legitimate concern regarding to the content creator in the video in the timestamp that you're reporting. If immediately in comments as moderator, that refers to adult websites in the chat that is mostly made up of. Yep, see, I mentioned this. You may complain about being banned from my channel in Discord, but fail to explain the reason behind why I banned you. So yeah, that's the key important. He did it for a reason. He did it to basically prevent his channel from being taken down and to not get attacked by parents or parents that are watching, or underage people that are watching. So that's a legit reason to ban you. If I had anyone on my channel do the same thing, they'd be permanent ban also. But I haven't had that happen yet, so. And again, doxing. That's another reason if you're going to release threads like that. And yeah. Working it to the point as to why he blocked Skylar. So these are all real reasons that he banned him, and he pointed out all those reasons in a professional way without attacking him in a negative manner. I really love how Sonnet wrote this. Really, really do. Along with giving the reasons as to why Skylar reacted the way he did, and this was a reply to basically this. Again, not sure how he made him uncomfortable. And again, this is not the right response. This is a childish response just to be like, I got ended. All because you got banned. That's still no excuse. And I'm not agreeing with anyone. I blocked him because he reported me, he attacked other people that I cared about, and so yeah. As Electro says in this comment. Some drama about the YouTuber called... Wait, what? Tofu? Basically the first drama video in December. Huh. I try to not focus on drama videos. It's not a good thing. I don't want to be a drama channel. I don't want to get attacked for that. I hate to say that. This is what he says. Electro, I'm just having a rough day. Okay, I was bored with my disability and condition. I quit Roblox. I was told I'm not normal. It's hard. You know what? No one's normal. We're humans. We all have our quirks. We all have our challenges and differences. And so, yeah. No job, no college. I basically do it because I'm losing my voice. I'm sick. No, I'm dying, guys. No, I've been sick for like several days, and this is, I guess, now is the time where I lose my voice. All right, great. You guys are gonna hear lost voice like here. I hate this, and let's say it says, I hate to say it, that sounds like a poor excuse to me, and it is. Blaming autism as to why you're doing these actions is a terrible excuse. And I wanted to share. You can do that if you want. That's fine, Zero. Nothing wrong with that. And I want to share these 2 points. Let's read this because I haven't read this fully. Scholar, the real Carter Civic says, Scholar, I swear you got this habit of calling out every YouTuber on the planet. These 2 comments for not listening to you. Like you're the spokesperson for correct behavior online, but then you turn around and do the exact same thing to me. You drag creators for ignoring you, yet when we were called out, you didn't listen to a single thing I said. You literally did the same thing. you complain about. It's honestly frustrating because you act like you're above that behavior and then you repeat it without even noticing. That's the issue. He repeats the exact same behavior over and over, and he needs to stop and learn from that. Evolve. Do better. Um, and yeah, it messes with my trust because how I'm supposed to take you seriously when you break the same rules you throw at everyone else. I'm not trying to start drama, but I'm also not going to sit here and pretend it didn't happen. So I like that because he nails exactly what Skylar is doing and how that behavior is unwarranted. It's because I think they point out a very important part about Skylar where and this other one where Canada, I did mention you Canada by the way, Canadian, right here. I love how you put this. This has to stop. Your report on anyone is proof that you can't even accept that you got exposed. Be a man and stop. Mean kitty on Roblox. I had enough Scholar trying to get. He needs to. I had enough Scholar trying to get his reputation back. He knows he got exposed. This is an exposure video basically. He won't accept defeat. He'll just keep on trying to blame other people than himself. He's just entitled. That's how he is. Always entitled, thinking that he can get away with everything. I'm sorry, Scott, but I can't handle your bull. You delete one of my comments just because I made myself known. Scott, be a man and actually take responsibility and not reflect your blame on anyone else. This has to stop. I'm done. I'm cutting connection with you, the creator of the Mean Kitty account. Yeah. Very, very valid point, and I appreciate you guys saying that. And I like how this ended. So stop just I use this as the last comment. Reporting content creators that he doesn't agree with, or if he thinks that they're attacking him, when in reality, they're not attacking him, because either they're not listening to him or they're focusing on another content and he wants them to do something else with him, or he's not getting attention. He just needs to figure a way out to like get around that issue, and I can't help him. That's something that he's got to resolve in himself. However he does it, I wish him best of luck. And yeah, so this is this is right, yeah, it goes a little bit further. So just a reminder, this is not necessarily to attack Scott for what he did. This is just to show evidence of what he did and me trying to help him figure a way out. Me trying to help him to have a solution to all these problems. I've communicated with him multiple times to stop doing this on Discord between me and him. Even made posts about it in his YouTube channel multiple times. Because again, the damage that he's done with all this content is not permanent. He didn't really destroy anyone's lives by doing this. Doxing went a little bit too far. That has little consequences. Threatening went too far, but like no one in the end actually got hurt physically or emotionally or mentally by this. What Skylar did or said. So if none of that happened, then like he can move on and fix his life before he gets to the point where you can't. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys found this useful information, and please don't throw hate comments towards Scholar. If he does attack you or says anything negative, you have the options to block him or just not say anything. But if he does learn from this, then great. If he doesn't, then block him. Those are your choices. But I was just don't attack him. That doesn't resolve anything. That only causes more animosity, which we don't need in this world. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.